fellow Africans, I do not stand before you as a president, nor as a general, nor as a man who seeks applause. I stand before you as a son of the soil, one among millions who have bled, who have starved, and who have waited too long for the promise of dignity and sovereignty. Today I speak to the African people, from Ouagadougou to Lagos, from Kinshasa to Kigali, from Dakar to Dar es Salaam. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Africa is not poor, Africa is not weak, Africa is not inferior, but for too long, Africa has been led by leaders who behave like managers of foreign interests instead of guardians of our destiny. Our lands are rich with gold, with diamonds, with cobalt, with oil, but our people are poor. How can that be? It is not a mystery. The problem lies not just in Europe or America or China. The problem is in our leadership. The enemy has always entered through our own gates, through leaders who trade the future of their children for a seat at the master's table. In Congo, there is enough cobalt to power the world's future, yet the Congolese child walks barefoot, drinks dirty water, and dies before his 5th birthday. In Nigeria, the giant of Africa, oil flows like rivers, but so does corruption. In Kenya, in South Africa, in Tunisia, everywhere, we see governments that wear democracy like a borrowed coat, just for appearance, not for the people. Is this the democracy we were promised? A democracy where elections are bought with foreign money? Where the will of the people is replaced with the will of corporations? Where soldiers trained to defend the homeland are used to silence the hungry? Let me ask you, who writes our constitutions? Who funds our elections? Who trains our judges? Who builds our parliaments and supplies the microphones our lawmakers use to lie to us? If our sovereignty depends on a signature in Paris, Washington, or Brussels, then we are not independent. We are still colonies, just in suits instead of chains. We cannot be free if we refuse to be bold. The time of waiting for permission is over. Look at what they did to Libya. Muammar Gaddafi wanted a united Africa, one currency, one military, one direction. What did the West do? They bombed him, they lynched him, and some African leaders cheered. That is the depth of our betrayal. Today they say Traore is a dictator. They said the same about Sankara, about Lumumba, about Nkrumah, about Gaddafi. Why? Because these were men who refused to kneel. You will never be praised by the colonizer for standing up. You will only be praised when you obey. But I did not come to power to obey. I came to remind us that leadership is not about wearing a sash and giving empty speeches. It is about sacrifice. It is about discipline. It is about risking your life for the dignity of your people. I say this to my brothers and sisters in Senegal. You are waking up. You have shown the world that young Africans are not asleep. You have said no to manipulation. To the people of Mali, Guinea,